Well, welcome to From Food to Wine. My name is Mario Luna, and today we have here chicken fingers. Yeah, I love them. So what we're going to do today is we're going to list the ingredients of these chicken fingers, and then we're just going to pair the wine with it as well. So I'll lead you a certain direction, and then one additional ingredient that was added on to the prep of this dish changes to the wine that we're going to speak about today. So, how to make these chicken fingers. So if you've never cooked or you've never done these before, quite simple. You just go to the store, buy chicken tenders, get some breadcrumbs. I use gluten-free flour for this. That way I can not use any salt at all. It just gives it a little bit of a crisp that I like in these chicken fingers. So I lay one plate out with the egg white, the egg scrambled, little bit of buffalo sauce as well, salt, pepper, that's on one plate. The other plate is breadcrumbs and the gluten-free flour. So you take the chicken finger and then the chicken at the time, just coat the item with the egg, and then you coat the chicken with the breadcrumb gluten-free flour, dust it a little bit, and then you just pan fry it. A little bit of olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is great. So, and that's what this comes out of. I'm excited. I mean, so with that being said, how are we going to pair this together? So what we have here on the bite, you got the salty, with the chicken, crispness from the skin, from the flour. There's a little bit of a grease tone as well from the olive oil. Even though it's not a greasy dish, but you have a little bit of oily texture. And a little bit of spice. A little salt, a little pepper. So how are we going to do this? So, I mean, I can go white wine. If I go white wine, problem is the oily texture will work with the Chardonnay, but sometimes the Chardonnay's acidity is so low and pungent. This may work, but the problem with this is that the buffalo sauce will negate, that spiciness will negate the heavy qualities of the Chardonnay, the apples, the pear, that would go with it. So white wine would not be what I recommend. Red wine, if you go red wine, if you go in something light like Pinot Noir, you have that tart, the acidity is going to cut into the oily texture, the crispness of the chicken. It's just the problem now is that spice yet again is going to create a little bit of friction. The saltiness from the buffalo sauce, a little bit of salt, pepper, will create an uneven playing field, if you would, because you want the food and wine pairing to come together. You want it to unite. That way, that being said, let's go sparkling. So, ideally, sparkling wine will go really well with this fried chicken, except again, it's all that same. It's that one ingredient. It's that buffalo sauce that I add in that prep. Creates a little bit of a spicy finish. So the wine starts out good. I mean, we're talking the bubbly texture that cuts into the grease, the oily texture of the chicken. The acidity is high enough to match the savory essence of the chicken from the sparkling wine. But yet, that spice is going to cut it off. So I got to figure out a wine that will just coincide with this. So we just got ahead and just grabbed some Sauternes dessert wine. It can be ice wine from Niagara Falls, like Enniskillen. Or if you want to go like a sparkling, it would be like a Moscato, but I would definitely enjoy a little Sauternes, a little dessert wine from southwest France called Bordeaux. Varietal Semillon, Sauvignon Blanc, Muscadel. And we're just going to do this pairing really fast and just want to go over how this works. I'm so happy right now. And salute. So here's what happens. The sweetness counteracts with the spiciness of the buffalo sauce. The saltiness, pepper, the oily texture, crispness of the chicken is being covered by what the Sauternes offers. I wouldn't recommend something really high-end as far as like Chateau de Kim. Yeah, there's no point paying, $400 for a half bottle of dessert wine when you're having, I don't know, $8 made from scratch chicken fingers. It doesn't make sense. So just go to, a little store. If you have a little dessert wine, $12. I would highly recommend that. If you're going to add a little gravy to the chicken fingers, or then I would probably recommend a port or a Madeira to go along with this. And yeah, boy, I can't wait. I just gotta stop talking so you can get back to working this. So this is just another food to wine. Man, I love my job.